What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. In today's video, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to stop and take a look at the subscriber count. We are over 200,000, and it's thanks to each and every one of you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. A way to give back to you guys is I'm going to be doing something that I mentioned a while ago. So before I hit 200,000, I told you guys I'll be doing a couple things when I reach 200K. So the first thing is I'll be doing a Q&A section, and the second thing is I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So I'm going to be doing all of that stuff today, along with one other thing. So firstly, I'm going to mention something that I'm going to be starting up next week, and I'm going to be doing a new video playlist called New Tool Tuesday. Every Tuesday I'm going to be coming out with a video regarding something that I find to be super helpful, whether it be a new tool, an old tool, or just some other thing that can make your life easier regardless of what you're doing. So it could be something mechanical, it could be detailing, it can be whatever. So next week I'm going to be starting up a video, and I'm going to be doing one every week on Tuesdays. The first one's going to be about something that I have in the garage. It's actually 6 things. I can see them right now. They're super helpful, and it doesn't matter if you're detailing or doing mechanical work. These things are very helpful. So you guys can find out more what I'm talking about regarding that playlist. I'll have a link in the description once that first video is out. However, stay tuned for that. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for this video, and I'm going to be announcing the winner at the end of it. It's going to be for a dash cam that I have along with my little brother. So in my little brother's car that he just got, as I mentioned in my previous video at the end of it, he's got a dash cam in his car, and it is a Vantrue N2 Pro dash cam. It's got a camera that records forward-facing and rearwards-facing. It's got a microphone built into it, and it's an amazing dash cam. I got one, and I put it in my car. I showed my little brother how good it was, and he bought one for himself. So I'm going to be giving another one away to one lucky subscriber, one lucky person, and you guys will be able to find out at the end of this video who that lucky winner is. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing a Q&A section. I asked you guys a while ago, if you guys have any questions for me, throw them in the comment section of that video, and I'll address them in this one. Well, that video is here, and I'm going to be going through this whole list of other things that you guys have asked me. I'm going to start off with the first question, and the first one is from Demon Wolf. He asked, what's the most expensive part that you bought for the Mini? Well, I've bought a lot of things for my Mini, and some of them have been cheap, some of them have been expensive. However, the one most expensive part, the most expensive thing that I paid for was the differential. So the single part was that. The differential cost me was over $1,000, and it's a wave track differential. So keep in mind, I'm in Canada, so if I buy something, let's say it's worth $1,000 American, I have to not only pay the exchange rate, but I also have to pay taxes to bring it in. So it got to be quite expensive just for that one part. Now, I also placed an order with SuperTech. Now, SuperTech's order was by far a lot bigger than that order, but that's only because it was a bunch of different products. So that entailed everything for the internals for the top end of the valve to everything in the bottom end in the engine block. So I got new connecting rods, new pistons, new wrist pins, new valves, new valve springs, new retainers, new keepers, new guides, and a whole bunch of other things. So that order was more than double the price of the diff. However, that was a whole bunch of different parts. The most expensive part that I have, though, is neither of those. It's actually the turbocharger for this Mini. I bought a GTD 48mm turbo that's going to be going on this thing, and if you were to buy that thing new, that would be quite expensive. I bought that used from someone that bought it, didn't install it, didn't use it at all, and it was just sitting there collecting dust. So I'm actually going to be able to throw that on my Mini once the engine's internals are fully built. So that's going to be coming up. Those videos are going to be coming out this week. I'm going to be doing a lot more work regarding the Mini stuff coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. Double Cup J asked, when am I going to start messing with 3-piece wheels? Well, funny you mention that. 3-piece wheels, if you guys don't know what they are, they're a wheel for your car, but instead of it just being one big piece that's made of cast aluminum, it's made from 3 different pieces. So the lip, the face, and the barrel are going to be 3 different pieces, and they're going to be held together with bolts and sometimes nuts, depending on the style of the wheel. But that is a 3-piece wheel. Usually, they're a lot better looking. They look pretty sweet. You can get some pretty interesting designs. You can get a really nice deep dish. And the nice part about that style wheel is that it's customizable. So if you want to change the size of your lip, if you guys want to step the lip, so if you guys want to make it from an 18 to a 19-inch wheel, you can do all of that with that kind of setup. Now, you can't do that with a 1-piece wheel. However, the trade-off is that a 3-piece wheel is going to be super heavy. So I'm not really stancy oriented. So I like the more performance end of stuff. So if I'm buying a car and I'm going to be putting a lot of money into it, I want to be able to have that car perform better than new. So I want to have it so that it can either grip better, it can slow down better, or do whatever. I don't want to spend money into the car just to have it look cool parked or look broken parked. That's not really my thing. It's never been my thing. It might be my thing down the road, I don't know, but as for now, that's not something that I want to do. I actually bought wheels for the Z, and I'm going to be test fitting them soon. I just got them, and they're sweet, but they're not three-piece. At least the wheels. However, another part of it is three-piece. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this thing that I bought, but you guys will be able to find out what I'm talking about, and it's really cool. I didn't know that this thing existed until I bought these wheels. So stay tuned for that. That video is going to be coming out soon, and hopefully you guys like the wheels that I bought. Day Raptor Rose asked, is YouTube your only career, or do you have another job as well? Well, YouTube right now is my full-time job. I used to have, why is my nose itchy? I used to have a full-time job where I was a server in a restaurant. Now, 2 years ago, I quit that job, and I haven't ever actually had a full-time job since then, or even a part-time job since then. YouTube has been my full-time gig since, and I love it. It's been very rewarding. I've had to self-motivate myself to do a lot of things, and I learned a lot of different things doing this job versus something else. So I don't have set hours where it's like 9 to 5, I have to be there at work, but at the end of the day, I have to set my own hours to keep working, to keep myself motivated, to get stuff going. Because otherwise, I'd just be sitting at home playing video games all day. But at the end of the day, I've learned a ton from YouTube. I have an amazing bunch of followers that are subscribed and supporting me with all of this stuff. If you aren't subscribed, you can be one of my boys and actually sub to my channel and be a part of this and stay a part of this. If you aren't subbed, the sub button's right there. Just click it. But no, this is the only thing that I'm doing full time. I do a couple side things like help my family or detail a friend's car or whatever every once in a while. But as for full-time gig, this is the only thing I'm doing. They also asked, what's been my favorite car to own so far and why? Well, I've had a couple cars over the years. By far, the most fun that I've had in a car is from my 240. Now, the reason why is because that car is modified. It's rear-wheel drive, but it was very mechanical. Now, that car is a 1998, or it was a 1998. It's not in my hands anymore, but the car was so mechanical, it was just so rewarding to drive. Once you push it to its limits, it was just so exhilarating. The fun that you get out of it was so much fun. You didn't exactly have the new school technology in it, like direct injection, throttle by wire. So my Z, for instance, is a lot of fun to drive. It's more powerful. Numbers-wise, it's so much better than the 240. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of comparing a modified 240 versus a stock Z. So I'll answer that question actually when I modify the Z a little bit more to give you guys a fair comparison. So it's kind of unfair. But right now, hands down, the 240 was the most fun car that I've had. Jason asked, now that YouTube's been your full-time job, how is it? How has it changed your life? I've been subscribed to you since day one with your dipping channel. It's crazy how far you come. Wishing you the best. I'll always be here. Well, Jason, I appreciate it. And yes, I actually did have a YouTube channel regarding just plastic dipping. I don't know if that's something that you guys know. It's called Sick Dips. But even that YouTube channel has changed my life for the better because I've been able to talk to so many guys that have been in plastic dipping stuff. I've been able to help so many people, and it's just been an experience and a half. If I learn a tip or two regarding my plastic dipping stuff, it'd be kind of selfish if I kept all that information to me and you guys couldn't benefit from it. So that's why I had these videos for you. If I find something out that's awesome, I will share it with you guys. That's what this entire channel has been based off of. It's just been me helping you guys out regardless of what you're doing. You could be detailing, you could be dipping, you could be fixing mechanical stuff to your car. I'm here to help. If I can save you guys a couple bucks from showing you how to do something versus going to pay someone to do it, I'll show you guys. I'm not going to be selfish and keep that information to just for myself. So that's what this channel's been about, and it's been great. That's why I guess I have so many subscribers, along with 2 different YouTube channels with amazing subscribers there to help. So that's what I've been doing. It's been fun. YouTube has changed my life for the better, and I can't thank each and every one of you guys enough for it. I started off this channel just as a hobby, and it turned out to be so much more than that. And now that I see it 2 or 3 years down the road, it's nuts. I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you guys again. And you guys will be a part of the thank you thing at the end regarding the giveaway. Luke asked, what are some things that you like about German cars since you've worked on a couple of them? Well, Luca can probably also attest to this too. I actually don't mind German cars. The only thing that I don't like about them is how overly complicated they are and how sometimes they break and it's kind of stupid how they break. I'll look at something or I'll fix something on the car and I'll be like, why the heck did they engineer it that way? Like a brake pad wear indicator. Why do you need that? You have a brake squealer on the pad for a reason. It just seems like they overcomplicate things just for fun. Or they add electronic stuff. Like some BMWs don't even have an oil dipstick anymore. What they have is an electronic sensor inside the engine that lets you know how much oil you have. So it's kind of cool that you can see that inside the car, but there is no actual dipstick. They do engineer a lot of stuff for the better, but they also kind of overcomplicate things at the same time. So at the end of the day, if you have a German car and it's working, it's amazing. They're fun cars, they're very well built, they're great to drive, and they're very rewarding. However, if you're just learning for yourself, it can be kind of overwhelming. I realized that with the Mini, I realized that with the Audi a little bit, and the same thing with Luca's car. However, at the end of the day, you can't beat Japanese reliability. You really can't. With my Accord, I beat the crap out of that thing. It just turned over 200,000 kilometers. I beat on it all the time, and it's still lasting me. That's why I also bought the Z. I loved how reliable Japanese stuff was. I liked my 240. I liked how that was rear-wheel drive, and that's why I actually bought another rear-wheel drive vehicle, but I wanted reliability, so I went with Japanese. Honda didn't have anything that was in my price range. I couldn't buy an NSX. An S2000 wasn't really what I was looking for, so the Z was a perfect fit, and I couldn't be happier for it. I love the car. The train driver one asked me a decent amount of questions, but I'm first going to break it down into a couple. What made you want to start a YouTube channel in the first place? Well, I actually started off doing this as a hobby. I showed a couple people on a Accord forum, my Honda Accord. I started showing a couple people on the forum what I did to my Accord. So I was typing or whatever, I was letting them know like, hey, I installed hella horns on my car. And they're like, oh, cool, what does it look like? What does it sound like or whatever? You can't exactly type that, oh, it looks pretty cool, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I made a video, posted on my channel, showed them, and they liked it. And then I was like, oh, okay, I got some feedback from that. And they asked me, oh, well, what else have you done to the car? And I showed them a full walk around of the vehicle. And one thing led to another. It started off as being a hobby, and it turned out to be a full-time gig. I started off with 0 subscribers, and a couple years later, I'm at 200,000. I started it off as just being a hobby, and it turned out to be something so much bigger than that. It started off just me doing a couple things in the garage, me having not really many tools, to me having pretty much almost everything I need, multiple cars, multiple toolboxes, almost all the tools that I need, and it's been so rewarding with an amazing following from you guys. That's basically where I started off. I had no idea that I really wanted to start a YouTube channel and show you guys and be a YouTuber professionally. I went to school for math, French, and to be a mechanic, and I'm not doing any of those. So it's kind of cool. It's cool to see down the road where you're standing when you look back at your past and you're like, oh wow, that's cool how that played out. You can plan for some things, but at the end of the day, life throws you curveballs all the time. So he also asked, what did you want to do before YouTube? Well, I kind of answered that a little bit. I went to be a math and French teacher, and I also went to school to be an automotive mechanic. Now, I know I didn't want to be a mechanic and work on people's pieces of junk. That's not really my thing. I wanted to learn a little bit more, so I went to school for a 1-year program at Niagara College. I learned a lot, and I also went to school to be a math and French teacher. Now, all 3 of those routes weren't exactly what I really want to do. I love cars. So like, even if I were to be a teacher, let's say I was teaching math or French, or even if I was a mechanic, I would still be working on my cars on the side. So, I don't know. I feel like if I were to actually ever be a mechanic, I wouldn't enjoy working on cars so much because I'd be working on it from 9 to 5. I might be wrong, I don't know, but that's just my input on it. I still have those as a fallback. Worst case scenario, let's say YouTube tanks, but I would still have those 2 avenues to go down for jobs. So I have those as backups, but honestly, I love doing what I'm doing here. It's so much fun, and I would love to find a shop. Bogdan asked, Milan, aka Detail Master, which are your favorite detailing products for cars? Whether it be polishers, shampoos, wheel cleaners, degreasers, etc. Well, I actually like 2 different brands. Now, I'm not sponsored by either of them. I would love to be, but that's not the case. The 2 companies that I find make the best detailing products, the best bang for buck stuff, is Meguiar's and CarPro. Now, Meguiar's makes a lot of good car cleaning stuff. So if I want to clean the paint, if I want to polish the paint, if I want to refine the paint, if I want to clean the interior of a car, if I want to clean the engine bay, usually Meguiar's is my go-to stuff. And they have a very big lineup of professional products that are basically dilutable products that you can use to basically clean your entire car. So if you want to clean your leather, your exterior, your door jambs, or whatever, they have products for all of that. And you can dilute it so you're not going to be breaking the bank, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of this. Now, as for protection though, Meguiar's does offer a couple things, but I don't think that they do as good of a job on that end. So that's why I like CarPro's products. CarPro makes a lot of detailing protection stuff for the interior, for the exterior, or whatever. So if you want to ceramic coat your glass, if you want to ceramic coat your paint, your seats, if you want to protect whatever, I find that they have the best protection. If you guys have some input, if something works great for you, by all means do it, but those are the products that I love and I find to do a very good job at detailing. Mr. Klimsick, I think that's how you say your name, he said, you should be doing more track events. Well, pretty good statement. Yeah, I agree with you. I really want to do more track stuff. I wouldn't mind taking the Z out to the track, but I really want to take the Mini out there. So the Mini is going to be my little go-kart, and it's going to be a rocket ship when I'm done. But I need to spend a lot more time in the garage to get this thing fixed up. Hopefully, knock on wood, I'll be able to get it fixed soon so I can actually drive it and enjoy it, but that's basically my plan. The track days are so much fun. If you guys haven't ever gone to one, even just go spectate at one. It's such a nice feeling. So like if you were to ever speed on a road, yeah, it's fun, but you're risking the lives of other people's and you can't do it legally. You can go to a racetrack and you can do 200 kilometers an hour down whatever straight and it's legal and it's fun, it's organized, and you can push your car as hard as you want and it's in a safe and controlled environment. If you guys can go to one, or if you guys are fortunate enough to be close to one, and you haven't gone, definitely go. You're not going to regret it, I promise you. Gary asked, do you ever plan on making daily vlogs or share more of yourself as 95% of your videos are based from your garage? Well, yeah, I'd love to. I think that'd be pretty fun. But I want your guys' input on it because I like doing this kind of stuff in the garage where I'm showing you guys DIYs or procedures to stuff. But if you guys want to be a part of this and just see what I do from day to day, I'd be more than happy to show you because a lot of the stuff that I do takes a lot of time to edit on the computer. So like my last video where I showed you how to completely detail the exterior of the car. That takes a long time, not only to record, but also to edit. So if I can do vlogs for you, let's say whatever I do in one day, I throw it for a video. That'll take me a lot less time. You guys are going to see a lot more consistent content on my channel. If you guys want to see that, you want to see more vlog style videos, let me know. Comment section's down there, and I'll also throw a poll option in the community tab on YouTube. You guys can actually be a part of this and put your input on whether or not I should be doing this stuff. I want to hear your input. If you guys want to see this, maybe that'll be good. Maybe that'll be nice for the channel. You never know. But if not, if you want me to stay the consistent, like DIY kind of stuff, let me know. Comment section down there, polls down there in the community section. So, be a part of this. I want to hear your input on this. Pakistan Banda asked, why don't I wrap cars in different colors? Well, I actually do want to do that sometime soon. The Mini, I want to detail and I want to clean this up and get the outside looking good, but I also want to vinyl wrap it. So I purchased a 1 foot by 1 foot square of the color that I want to go for the Mini. But I don't want to actually wrap the car yet because the car is still apart, I have no engine, and it doesn't run. It's still on jack stands and doesn't move. There's not really a point to modify the exterior and make it look good when it doesn't move and it's basically just a paperweight. I do want to go ahead and maybe change the color of the Z or wrap some parts of it. That'll probably be done sooner than wrapping the Mini, only because I can actually get that stuff done and the car is actually working. So I can actually do that to that car. To the Mini, it's not really that much of an option. Luca also went ahead and wrapped the roof on his car. Now I'm going to be doing a full walk around on the car and let you guys know what he's done to it already. So Lucas had the car for a month or so and he's already done stuff to it. So I want to show you guys soon what he's done because it's pretty sweet, especially because I have my input and my taste on my cars, and it's cool to see when someone else has their own stuff on. So in this build, I haven't influenced Luca with anything really. I haven't done anything. Luca's went ahead and he's purchased stuff for himself, and it's kind of cool where it's going. So I'll make a video regarding just Luca's car if you guys want to see that. I'll maybe even put it on Instagram if it's short enough. But yeah, I want you guys to see what I'm doing with that thing too. Now, there are a lot more questions that you guys asked, but I'm going to get to the most important part. So the part that you guys are waiting for. So the dash cam that I'm going to be giving away today is the same one that I have. It's the same one that Luca has, and they're both awesome products. Now, they're from a company called Vantrue, and I was fortunate enough to partner up with them so that they can send you guys one dash cam for our lucky subscribers. So the requirements for this were pretty simple. You had to be subscribed to my channel, you had to share a video, and like Vantrue's website. So pretty easy. There were over 3,000 applicants into this thing, and I've got one lucky winner who's going to be taking this thing home. So knock on wood, the owner of this isn't going to need this per se, so hopefully you're not going to get in a car accident or whatever and actually have to use the footage on the dash cam. However, it's better to be safe than sorry and have it in your vehicle than need it and not have it, if you get my drift. The winner that's going to be taking this dash cam home is Daniel Lin. Congratulations, Daniel. I hope you enjoy this thing. Send me an email at milanmastracci or even comment in the comment section for this video. Vanchu is going to be sending out one of these things on my behalf, and hopefully you'll be able to enjoy this unit. It's a great dash cam. I've got it in one of my cars, and I think I might be picking up another one sometime soon. So thank you guys so much for this 200,000 milestone. This is a big part of it. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get another plaque for this. The one plaque that I did get was at 100,000. It was a silver plaque. The next one is going to be at 1 million. So it's, I don't know, it feels like it's kind of far out there, but at the same time, that just means I got to put a lot more work into my videos. I got to put some more content out for you and maybe get this mini up and going. Maybe that's going to be the thing that's going to get me to get to 1 million. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this. If you are subscribed, I appreciate it. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, it doesn't take much work to just click that sub button. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being a part of this. I want your input if you guys want to see the daily stuff. So comment section's down there and go to the poll section on my channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.